Hey guys, this is Snake,
And this is Shadow.
and we are Akimbo Commentary. Hey guys, alright, so we have here in Akimbo Commentary have just started a new series. It's called Road to the Super Bowl, as you can see there. We started with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and basically what we're gonna do is just make Jacksonville Jaguars Super Bowl contenders, and we're just gonna do like a franchise mode on Madden 13, and give you guys highlights of each game, and we'll get Shadow there to give you the details here, as you guys saw that we have Tim Tebow as our quarterback.
That was the first move we made as a dual GM. No homo. Snake and I, both GMs here. So we have Tim Tebow and Chad Ochocinco, or Chad Johnson, I guess now technically. And the plan of that is that Tebow's just going to convert some third downs with his legs. You know, we're not going to come out here and be a flashy offense. You know, we're not gonna come out here and surprise you guys with some 80-yard touchdown bombs right off the start. We're gonna pound the rock. We're gonna get behind Tebow, and we're thinking Chad is just gonna that clean route running. You know, we got some rookies, some young guys who aren't running the cleanest routes. We're hoping Chad's just gonna sit down on a couple slants, a couple curls, ins and outs, just help us move the ball and win this thing on defense.
Yeah, so here we're just showing a bunch of just showing clips of here us cutting players. We have to cut like 20 players, so we have to see who was vital to our offense and defense, who was going to play big roles, and if we needed them, if we were going to give the rookies more chances than the veterans and stuff. So tough decisions to make cuts. Obviously, it's not an easy decision to cut players, but we got it through. We got through it, and yeah, so this will just be that in the background. We do advance the preseason, so we don't play the preseason. We'll just start from week 1. And what else are we going to be doing here? So we got Mojo, obviously, is going to be a big part of our offense. Probably 80% of our offense will be Mojo with a 96 overall. You can see there, obviously, we'll be using him a lot and pounding the rock, and then getting Tim Tebow some nice short to mid throws. The occasional deep throw, but I don't think so. We got Justin Blackman, the big, huge rookie, out wide, and our second receiver will be Chad Johnson, and our third will be slot receiver will be Cecil Shorts. And then obviously we got Laurent Robinson as well there in the depth chart. So yeah, the main point of the series is just to basically take a unlikely team to the playoffs. Even hopefully, we're hoping for a Super Bowl ring. Obviously, that's going to be difficult to do in 1 year due to the fact the state of the overall stats of the Jacksonville Jaguar players and just how they have been the last few years. It'll be tough to do it on the first year. If this series is successful, then we'll continue on with. We'll ask if you guys want to see us, continuing on with the Jacksonville Jaguars, or pick a new team and try to GM that team. But yeah, we're just trying to. I know Madden's been out for a while, but there's still a lot of Madden to be played still. I mean, we still got another 6 months, 7 months before the next Madden comes out, so we'll play these franchises. Hopefully you guys like it, and then you guys we'll set it up by doing one video on sports, Yeousch Sports, and the other video will be on our channel, and back and forth. So one on each, back and forth, so then you guys don't see, where's the second one or where's the third one. So we'll be, going back and forth from Yeousch Sports. Thanks to Bay for putting this series up, and hopefully you guys like it, and you want to see more.
Right out. I guess getting back to the way the games are going to be played, I'm going to be playing quarterback. I'm Shadow, if you can't recognize my beautiful radio voice. I'm going to be playing QB. Snake's going to be mostly on the running back and taking over for receiving routes. And we're both going to be playing the D-line, which is, as a GM, something we came in here with this year, was that we wanted to increase the pass rush. Jacksonville last year, which is technically this year, was the worst pass rush team in the NFL. They were dead last in sacks. We're going to be playing the D-line. I'm going to be playing right end. Snake's going to be on left end. And we're going to try and create a 4-man pass rush, allowing us to play safe over the top. The main defense we're going to be running here is man-to-man on the outside with help over the top, and hopefully creating a 4-man pass rush. We're going to alter the sliders from week to week. We're going to show you guys some of the slider changes that we've made to make this a little more competitive for us. and we're headed into week 1 here against the Vikings.
Yep, so we'll start it off here with some highlights.
Gives off a special feeling, so there's no question.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Phil Simms. And Phil, it's the start of a whole new season. There's a sense of renewal in the air and all kinds of hope. And how do you feel about getting this season underway?
Ah, Jim, this is like Christmas, man. I go down there, open up a present. I have no idea.
So it's Jacksonville and the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. We'll start off with McNabb hooking up with Kevin Rudolph for a nice little start. 19-yard gain for Kevin Rudolph. Second play, Adrian Peterson starting off well, busting it for 18 yards at the 2 carries. Here we go, our Dominic McNabb, 2nd and 11, driving down the field. Slant pattern to Percy Harvin, and him and Percy Harvin were on the ball today.
Hooking up with many different routes and patterns, and look at this beauty by the veteran McNabb coming back to Minnesota and hooking up with Rudolph for the big touchdown.
Over the
Unbelievable.
top. Amazing catch.
Shadow and coverage there, not getting it done. First look at the new Jacksonville offense. Mojo breaking things out to the outside, and we're thinking it's going to be a big day on the ground, but the Minnesota defense steps up, starts stacking the box.
Stacking the box. Nothing there for Mojo. Mojo, nothing again. Just a long, hard day for Mojo. Again, nothing on these plays as we were showing you here. We'll pick it up here almost at the end of the first quarter. Tim Tebow trying to connect. Gets Justin Blackman. Nice block there by the tight end, and he'll gain 24 yards on his first catch as they start driving. Second quarter. We got Tebow trying to scramble. Gets destroyed by the defensive line and gets sacked right there. But it's a good thing the center, Meester, picks it back up and manages to survive that fumble. Tebow just can't get anything there on 3rd and 9. He was not effective in the 3rd downs.
Just indecisive with the ball, and you can see the veteran McNabb. He's crisp, he's clean. A fumble, but of course Minnesota recovers.
Yeah.
Nothing going Jacksonville's way, and they're trying to get some pressure. Just nothing happening. McNabb doing whatever he wants through the air, and you'll see him starting to get the ground game going. But a big sack. That's Shadow on the first user sack of the season.
Yeah, we'll pick it up with Tebow trying to hook up with Justin Blackman over the middle, but the safety Smith is there all over it, and they will take it back, and they will end up to get a field goal out of it right before end of half, and they'll be up 10-0 at halftime. So we'll pick it up here in the 3rd quarter. Tim Tebow trying to get some sort of drive going, sees Justin Blackman open on the outside once again through the zones, and like I said, Justin Blackman and Tim Tebow were on the same page. Play action, Tim Tebow getting sacked by Jared Allen. And
no time in the pocket.
No time. That was a long, long day for Tim Tebow as well. He hooks up with Mercedes Lewis for his first catch up the middle for 16 yards.
4th down, going for it.
Going for it.
Risky play. Get what they want. They get the slant, the one-on-one. It's good. Gonna move them inside the 30, but hold on.
Holding.
We got a flag on the play.
Right
Bringing
tackle
him back.
Jason Spitz with the holding.
Forcing the punt.
They're forced to punt instead of being 1st and 10, almost in the red zone. So, but they pin him back here at special teams, back in the 2. So Peterson trying to bust one, hasn't busted one yet. Here we go, 3rd and 4th, crucial 3rd down for the Jaguars. They can't stop him as AP goes for a big run, and Dwight Landry tripping, but still managed to take down Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson was just beast moded in the 3rd quarter. Getting another first down there. He's 68 yards on the 11 rushes. Once again, it was the run game, the blocking for the Minnesota Vikings. Adrian Peterson going huge 50-yard run. He's over 100 yards for the day. Pick it up in the 4th quarter. 10-0 Vikes.
And
Percy
there's a
Harvin to get the
touchdown
slant
again.
there.
It's just those runs will take the wind out of your sails on a defense, and when you come back on offense, you're stagnant, you're slow. You've been sitting on the bench, but we hook up with Chad for his first catch as a Jacksonville Jaguar, but the drive stalls, and it's back to Peterson in the run game.
Peterson just destroying the secondary, breaking tackles and breaking spirits once again, just juking and jiving the secondary, and he's at 161 yards on 15 carries. Red zone for Minnesota Vikings. They see Percy Harvin, hooks up with him again as Harvin breaks a tackle and gets in for the touchdown. He had an injury. He left, but he would come back. Tim Tebow hooking up with Chet Johnson. Nice little catch there. But at this point, it's a little bit too late with 3 minutes left in the game. So Tebow trying to do what he can. Sees Justin Blackman. Blackman goes over the top in garbage time. And that's 61 yards for Blackman. The exact same drive. Next catch. Mercedes Lewis just beast moding there. Over
trying
the top.
to put something together, giving the fans something, trying to build a little momentum, and Tebow in the red zone finds a way into the end zone. At this point, it's almost pointless, but you need to build a little momentum heading into next week. You got a tough task. Tebow finally getting out of the pocket. He's hung around the pocket too much, tried to play from the pocket, and it was all for nothing.
As
tough loss.
As the Vikings win 27-7 at home, and that is not the way Jacksonville Jaguars in Tim Tebow era wanted to start. As you can see there, 164 total offense for the Jaguars. That is not going to get it done, and 45 rushing yards is not going to do it. So next week, Jacksonville heads to Houston, and we will see Houston and the Minnesota Vikings. So as just a recap here, we signed Tim Tebow. We signed Chad Johnson as our second receiver on the depth chart. We made a bunch of cuts, and unfortunately, we didn't come out with the victory versus the Minnesota Vikings, as Adrian Peterson ran for over 160 yards on 15 carries, and Mojo under 50 yards for rushing. So, what did you want to analyze here after this game?
I think after sitting back and watching the game, watching the highlights, I mean, where do we start? I think offensively, I think right now Tebow was trying too much to not be Tim Tebow. You know, we brought Tim here to be Tim Tebow. You know, he was sitting in the pocket. He was slow on decisions. You know, we brought him here to convert some plays with his legs. I'd like to see him getting out of the pocket a little more next week. You know, moving around. You know, trying to create plays with his legs, not just forcing balls downfield. I think that was our biggest problem offensively, and we just couldn't sustain any third downs.
Yeah, we could not get anything going, especially on the run game. We need to establish a run game. We have one of the best running backs in the game, in Mojo, and we need to get him going. He needs to be a Pro Bowler this year for Jacksonville to be successful in the season and even have a chance of making the playoffs. So if we can get the run game going, establish the run game, then the defense will have something to think about, and Tim Tebow will have a little bit more cushion to throw the ball and get out of the pocket there if he needs to be on a read option, because you know they'll have to worry about Mojo going for a run, but when it could be just a read option for Tim Tebow to bust one out too as well, he has the capability of doing that too with the defense. So I think it just adds another offensive way of playing the game. We do unfortunately lose, but we will try to head to Houston next week, and you know, hopefully
it's going to be tough because I think we got to step up our run defense too. I mean, we're going up against Houston now, who has Arian Foster, one of the best backs in the league. I mean, we're facing Tebow, the best back. We're facing AP, the best back in the game, and then headed right into Arian Foster. That's not going to be an easy task. I think me and you got to get more pressure up front.
Yeah, we need to get more sacks.
We had one total sack that game, one team sack. We gotta get things done. We gotta get things done.
So that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks, Bafe and Yeousch Sports, for putting this series on. Support it. Drop a like. Check out our videos on our channel. Episode 2. By the time you guys are watching this, episode 2 should be up on our channel. So hopefully Bafe will leave a link in the description to our channel or the second video. Go check it out if you guys like it. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Peace.